Hey guys, it's Casera, and today I'm going to be doing a library book haul. So obviously I'm not in my normal location. I'm at my parents' house, so I don't have my normal setup. So I apologize in advance for any lighting or sound issues that you might see in this video. But because I'm at my parents' house, I have a chance to go to my library because my library is close to their house, not close to my house. So I thought I would do a library book haul for you guys. So these are all books that I'm hoping to read within the next 6 to 9 weeks. So I may not get to them. Some of them I probably won't get to because I got tons of books for this haul, which is crazy. I don't normally get this many books from the library. I usually get like 3 to 6 books from the library, but today, for some reason, everything I was looking at just seemed really interesting and I wanted to read it. So let's get into it. The first book I picked up is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I have been considering watching this TV show a lot, and I really wanted to read the book before I watched the TV show. So when I saw it at the library and that it's this short, I didn't realize it was this short, I picked it up because I thought it would be a good one to read very quickly. The next book that I picked up is Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan. I've had the audiobook for this one on hold at my library for the longest while, and it's just taking forever for me to get it. So when I saw the spine of this on the shelf, it just jumped out of me right away. So I definitely was very excited to pick this one up. You have no idea how fast I snatched it off the shelf. But this is another one where I want to watch the movie, but I really want to read the book first. With books like this one, it's like a contemporary book, which I generally don't buy until I already decided that I like it. So that's why I was really excited to see this one at the library too. The next book I picked up is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. Last year I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, which is a classic thriller novel basically. And when I saw this at the library, it definitely intrigued me because I loved Daphne du Maurier's writing style and I've never read anything else by her. So I decided to pick this one up to see if I continue to like her writing. The next book I picked up is also a classic, and that is Lolita by Vladimir Nobokov. I can't go to the library without picking up at least one classic because I prefer reading classics in physical form rather than like in audiobook or ebook form. Even though it's really cheap to find them in audiobooks and ebooks, I prefer the physical form. So I always pick up at least one classic, and February is coming up and I thought this might be a good book to read in February. The next book I picked up is Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. I've heard a lot of great things about this on BookTube recently, so it definitely caught my eye when I saw it at the library, and I've heard it's written in verse, and generally when things are written in an interesting way, I like to read the physical book rather than picking up the audiobook, so I'm excited for this one as well. The next book I picked up is Nemesis by Brendan Reichs, something like that. I recognized this cover when I saw it at the library and I didn't know why, so I opened it up to read the summary and I read the first 2 sentences of the summary. It's been happening since Min was 8. Every 2 years on her birthday, a strange man finds her and murders her in cold blood. But hours later, she wakes up in a clearing just outside her tiny Idaho home, alone, unhurt, and with all evidence of the horrifying crime erased. That just sounds so interesting to me, and I definitely was very intrigued by it, so I really want to get to this one. The next book I picked up is a self-published book, so every time I go to the library, I go to the local authors section and check out one of their self-published books because I like supporting self-published authors. I decided to pick up Splinters of Asgard by R.L. Keck. The reason why I decided to pick this one up is actually because the cover of the second book in this series really intrigued me when I saw it, and I saw that it was kind of about Vikings. It's like set in the Viking era and is using Norse mythology, which I've been getting really into because I've been reading the How to Train Your Dragon series, which is set in those Viking times as well. So I wanted to see another spin on that, and it was a self-published author, so I was definitely excited for it, even though I'm really not a fan of this cover. But they say don't judge a book by its cover, so I'm hoping the inside is definitely better than the cover. The next book I picked up is The Priestess of Avalon by Zimmer Bradley. I've heard about Marion Zimmer Bradley a lot because of the Mists of Avalon. This is another book in the series, and this one is actually a prequel to the Mists of Avalon. Actually, from what I understand, all of the books she wrote after that one is a prequel to the Mists of Avalon. It sounds like you could read them in almost any order, so I picked up this one because it looked interesting, and I've never read any of her works before, and I really want to try them. So with the next book, hear me out before you click off this video. I picked up Twilight, the 10th anniversary edition. Not for this side of it, but actually for this side. So this is called Life and Death. So in the 10th anniversary edition of this book, Stephanie Meyer rewrote the book with the roles switched, and it is on the back side of the original series is the new version of the book, basically, which I just thought was a really cool idea, and I wish other authors would do something like that. I don't hate the Twilight series. I read it when I was like 13 years old, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I thought the movies were trash, and I was very surprised when they like exploded with popularity, but I don't have ill feelings towards the series, and I thought this was just a really clever and cute idea, and I wanted to try it out. And the last book I picked up is The Outsider by Stephen King. I have had not the best experience with Stephen King. Both of the books that I picked up by him last year, I did not end up enjoying. This book was nominated for Goodreads Choice Awards. I think it won for Best Thrillers, and he's such a beloved author that I definitely want to give him another try. And when I saw it at the library, I was like, that's probably a good one to pick up. So I decided to pick it up. I'm now realizing that I picked up a lot of like mystery thriller type books. Apparently that's what I'm in the mood for right now, even though like February's coming and I should be looking at romance books instead of mystery thrillers, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just weird that way. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know it was really quick, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I post videos every Monday, Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays, so consider subscribing. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!